Welcome to the second video in Respect Your Elders. This is a series to help newer players in PlayerUnknown have better success in the game, especially in solo. I got a comment on Reddit after I posted the first video. It reads as follows. Decent analysis, I suppose, but personally I find the most difficult part is getting to the top 10, not how to act during. Too often I walk into a house and just get blasted by somebody chilling there. I think I need to adopt that style of holding my ground in a good position, but anytime I do, either nothing happens and I've just sat for 5 minutes doing nothing, or I get killed peeking outside. So the next 4 videos are going to attempt to address this comment. For new people watching this series, I'm not a pro gamer. I'm an old guy, and while I'm not Dr. Disrespect or Grims or whatever, I do have a strong knowledge of the game. I was usually rank 50 to 150 in Season 1 in solo in North America. On my solo account this season, my top 10 ratio is over 50%. If you're a very advanced player, I understand you might disagree with a lot that's said here, but if you're a brand new player, this can really help kickstart you and get you into the top 10 and winning games. Okay, this is the beginning of the round. I put my camera directly behind the plane so my arrow points forwards, and I'm determining the track of the plane. The track of the plane determines your round. You see in this diagram here, the black line is the track of the plane. Red is going to be high density people, yellow a little less, and green a little less. At the very beginning of the round, this is the way it is. It changes in a few minutes, but for now that's how it looks. For this round I want to employ the strategy of jumping underneath the plane track, and I'll get to why I'm going to do that in a minute. So if I want to jump underneath the track of the plane, but I don't want to land next to other people, I need to exclude certain spots. So here's a diagram with places where people jump, multiple people jump every single round. I don't want to go to any of these spots. I want to only fight a few people. The reason for this is I'm not Lyric or Grims. I'm not going to kill 22 people and win the round. But I can win the round and kill 2 to 7 people. So I need to limit the contact I have with other players. So I'm avoiding these spots. You'll see in the next diagram, I've circled in green all the spots that have relatively decent loot that are underneath the plane track that people don't always jump to. They might jump there, but they might not. So I'm going to pick one of these spots and I'm going to head down. You can see me mark it on the map here, and then I pan out to the camera, turn the wings of the plane perpendicular, and jump when the mark is perfectly perpendicular to the wings of the plane. Right here I'm looking around a little bit, and I'm trying to figure out where other people are, and I'm looking on the mini-map to see how close I am to my target location. And as soon as I see it come into view, I dive straight down, get up to 234 kilometers an hour, and then let go of everything so I get a nice fast jump, and hopefully I'm on the ground before anybody else is, if someone is with me. I don't see anybody particularly with me right now, and so I complete my jump and I go to loot. And I'm acting like there is somebody right here, because there might have been. I might have missed something, might not have seen somebody's parachute, that sort of thing. Somebody might run from the northeast or whatever where we saw those people coming. You'll notice that I'm in crouch almost all the time, and I'm using control to muffle my steps. I do not want to be heard. This brings me to the 2 really important things about strategy in solo and PlayerUnknown. Stealth is safety, and speed is safety. What these mean is, obviously stealth is safety because you can't hit what you can't see. So if an enemy doesn't know you're there, they can't kill you. The other thing is speed is safety. That's one of the reasons I've dropped right on track here, is that the faster I get weapons, the more safe I am. The faster I get to cover, the more safe I am. The faster I run across a field or move in a car, the harder I am to hit. Combining speed as safety and stealth as safety is kind of tricky, because most of the time when you're fast, you're not very stealthy. If you notice, I'm closing all the doors behind myself. At the beginning of the round, this is important because you don't want somebody else to walk in quiet behind you. That's bad. Even moving from house to house, I'm trying to stay in cover. I'm being quiet. I'm closing doors after myself. If someone comes in the house behind me, I'll hear the door. And I'm trying to do my best while I loot to look outside windows and see if I catch a glimpse of anybody, just in case. It can save you in a lot of situations. I'm in the middle of the zone here. I don't have to go anywhere. This is a good situation. Now when I run up to this building, you'll notice I'm really using that free look to try and find people around me. I'm coming up to houses very quietly. I'm using muffle wherever I can, but I'm trying to move as quickly as I can. I want to get geared, and I want to get in a defensive position in one of these houses. I've moved up to loot the north house, and in a couple seconds here, I'm going to hear somebody drive in on a buggy. Now, if my doors had been open, I would alert them to my presence. If I was running around like a crazy person, making lots of footsteps, I would alert them to my presence. Instead, I've been very quiet. I'm doing a good job at staying out of sight, and I'm getting loot pretty quick. I've got a fairly decent kit at this point. Now right here, I hear the noises, so I go up here. Now, in this type of house, this is a great place to defend from. I can peek around towards the stairs if I'm upstairs, and I can see someone coming up the stairs before they see me. And so I'm just going to wait very patiently for this person to look around downstairs and then come upstairs. I make a minor mistake here. I don't let the person come up the stairs all the way before they fire at me, or before I fire at them. They don't know if someone's here, and I should have let him come in a little further, and I would have gotten an easy kill. Instead, I chase him off. That's fine. It's not the biggest mistake in the world. I've got the high ground in the house. I hear them walking around downstairs, so I'm not worried about them coming up the stairs again. And then I hear them run out and get in their car and leave. So I jump out and I chase. The reason is I'm just trying to damage them on the way out. I'm trying to shoot them, maybe get a kill. And if not, that's okay. Okay, so now I've gone into emergency mode. I've fired, I've given away my position, there could be people on the hill behind me that see me, and in addition to that, I'm assuming that that person is a really good player, and what they're going to do is they're going to drive over the hill, get quiet, and come back and try and hunt me. So I'm in panic mode here. Before I even leave this house, I stare for a long time at the direction the car's gone in to see if they're coming over the hill. I'm looking right to see if someone's running down the hill to kill me, but when I do decide to move, I move very, very quickly, assuming that there's people behind me that can hear me. Okay, even as I'm running here, you can see that I'm trying to keep this wall close to my left in case that guy pops up on my left, and I need to lay down and take cover behind the hill, but I'm moving as quickly as I can. I know I heard some shots. I know there's somebody behind me somewhere on the hill. Don't know if they've seen me, but I assume that they have. Once I make it to better cover, I slow down, I get quiet. I'm looking for the guy over the hill, and I see another car. So I'm going to shoot him and make him go away too. Since I've already revealed my position, there's no reason at this point not to shoot at people. I continue looting here really quickly, and then I get to this roof. This is a great roof on these garage buildings. You can lay down on them in most places, and no one can snipe you. It's a really good place to be, and you can use the camera to look around and see a lot of what's going on around you. There's only one door I have to guard behind me. I'm looking at zone, everything looks okay, and I'm pretty happy with my position right now. I'm trying to keep tabs mentally on 3 people that I've seen. One that drove up the hill, another one, and now I see that this guy is in the middle of the field. This is a terrible place for him to be. Take some shots, and I get a kill. If you notice, right after the kill, I don't run right out and loot the guy. I look around like crazy. I just revealed my position. It's a bad time for me. I end up running out, looting the guy real quick after I've watched for a couple minutes, and then I see a car, so I bring the car back to me. Very late in the game, sometimes having a car is critical. It can be the difference between a win and a loss. because like you just saw with that guy, running across an open field when someone has a 4x scope is pretty much death. Don't want to be in that position. Driving is a little safer. You can take more shots. You are more obvious, but that's okay. Now, right here, I park my car not under the building I'm going to be in. This is so if someone sees the car, they assume me to be in the wrong building. They know I'm right here somewhere, but at least I have that little layer of protection where I'm kind of hoping that they don't know exactly where I am. Back up on the roof, I see another guy. He lays down in a bush. It's a bad move. He tries to make it to cover, and he's dead. Again, I wait here. I don't jump right up and loot this guy. I look around. I get quiet. I just saw a car drive by. I mean, so I end up going out to loot this guy. This is a pretty risky proposition here, but the reason I'm doing it is I don't have a silencer yet, and silencers are golden in solo. I'm really trying to find a silencer, and I'm fortunate this guy ends up having a VSS. Something I should mention about this part of the clip right here is that you'll notice when the plane starts flying over, I look right at the door. If someone's going to assault you and they're very clever, they're going to run up and open a door right when the plane is overhead so that you don't hear them running up the stairs or opening a door. So whenever there's planes and I'm in a building, I look at doors. Back in my roof, I've got my VSS. The zone is going to force me to move, but I see another guy that's crawled through the field, and I shoot him a lot with the VSS. But he runs off, and he makes it to a shack. The great thing about having a VSS is the enemy has practically no idea where they're being shot from, and in solo this is amazing. You can shoot all day, and most players won't ever even think of where you're at unless they actually see you. One of the reasons I've shot at so many people here is that I've been waiting in the same place, and the zone is closing in, and there's more of the zone to the south of me to the north. So if I kill all the people that are coming from the north, when it's time for me to be on the edge of the zone, hopefully there won't be anybody with me. That's usually not the case, but sometimes, you know, you can dominate an area of the circle earlier in the game, and there'll be less people there later in the game. And since I know I'm going to have to move out into an open field here in a minute, I'm really hoping to get rid of all these people that are coming from the north. And then I'll just have to deal with the people from the south. I see another guy running up to my house. He lays down because he doesn't know he's being shot from because it's a VSS, and I get a third kill. Now the zone is collapsing on me. I don't have much time. I know there's a guy in a shack to my right, so if I run out across the field, he's probably going to poke out and shoot me. There's only 9 people left. What I'm hoping is that there's nobody on my east flank. I'm going to drive up to the closest tree near the edge of the zone, try and make a little pocket with the car in the tree, and I'm now looking for that guy that was in the shack over there, hoping there's nobody in the rocks behind me, trying to get my bearings. Unfortunately, this round there was somebody in the rocks behind me who then pokes out from my east and kills me. But number 6 isn't bad. Thanks for watching. There'll be 2 more in this mini-series to answer the question that was posted on Reddit. Thank you.